How's it going, everyone? It's your man, Lost Disciple, the voice box of the underground of YouTube. And you might remember a little while ago, like I think approximately 2 weeks ago, I made a George Janko, Bobby Lee video, back when that whole situation was at like its peak. And, you know, you probably remember the fucking video. I mean, you guys in that comment section was fucking ruthless, okay?
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting cooked.
I was just sitting there and I was just like, damn, what the fuck did I do to make y'all so goddamn mad? Like, you guys, but if you haven't watched that video, you can go watch it. If you don't want to watch it, I'll save you a little bit, just give you a quick recap of what was going on. So basically, George Janko, Bobby Lee was on Logan Paul's podcast. Things got a little feisty. George felt like he was getting, harassed, and basically his friends weren't sticking up for him. He goes on his own podcast, brings it up, talks his shit, but eventually blows up, and people are making fucking, videos and shit about it. It's all over Twitter. And eventually, right, Bobby Lee, which I believe this actually was probably almost something close to 5 days ago, ends up going to George Janko's podcast, and they kind of address the whole situation, and actually they end up apologizing to each other and kind of squashing it, and like I said, they just leave the whole thing behind them.
So George, we'll talk about other things, but I want to open up by saying that I'm sorry. I feel I just want to break down what happened with the Jake Paul podcast.
Got it.
Okay. So, I usually do podcasts in my ecosystem, right? So it's like, I know the rhythms, and I know what I can and can't say. And generally, everything, is, people are pretty open to, they know who I am, right? But with you guys, I didn't know. So and also it's a huge platform. So I was like super nervous. So, I tend to get bullyish and out of survival. Okay.
And you looked at the weak calf. I get it, dude.
You're not a weak calf.
No, I get it, dude. I get it, dude. I would do the same thing if I saw him. No, you can't eat him.
Okay.
Stop.
So anyway,
Tommy,
I can get a taste.
Save my dog. Get him out of here.
He'd be so delicious, though.
Dude,
I just took his tongue.
I saw you lick him before he licked you.
Yeah. God, no MSG or anything. I love it. But anyway, so when number one, I do so many podcasts. I don't even remember what I said or did or didn't do. I remember moments. And also, secondly, when you walked off the set, I literally was confused by it. I don't know the drama behind the podcast. I know that you had written this speech.
I wish I had writers for it.
Right? And, you know what I mean? I thought the comedy instinct was to say that it was like boring or whatever, and I fell asleep.
Yeah.
And the third thing is that, and I truly don't remember, and it is on brand, but I don't remember ever trying to touch you. But if I did that, I literally don't remember, but if I did that, I'm sorry. I do it for comedy reasons. I don't know anything about your religion or who you are. In fact, I didn't really know I know who you are now, but I didn't really know who you were. And but with all that being said, I really truly apologize. I love people. I love podcasting, and I think that you're a voice that people talk about now, and you're here, and I just apologize. It's like,
Thank you, bro.
I'm sorry.
All joking aside,
Seriously.
for real, I really appreciate that.
Uh-huh.
Can I tell you what really, really hurt me though? I ain't Ringo, bro.
You're George Martin.
No, do you know what I'm talking about or not?
No, but with you, you mean with you?
You called me Ringo.
I know. So who are you, George Harrison in that?
I'm George Janko.
Okay, you're George Janko. But so I referred to you as Ringo in that podcast.
That was the only thing that hurt me. I was like, I feel like I'm not Ringo. I feel like I'm.
Well, I mean, you're not John Lennon.
Get out.
No. In terms
Get
of,
out.
Between you,
No, between all of them.
Yeah.
I'm definitely John Lennon.
oh you really?
I
So
know for
who's
a fact.
Ringo? Who's Paul?
Paul.
Oh, I was just making a reference to a band, but okay, I get what you're doing.
Logan Paul is Paul.
Oh, Logan Paul. Oh, Paul. Logan Paul. And Mike?
The groupies.
Whoa. He just did this, didn't he? Yeah. Wow. Oh, yeah.
Okay, let's be serious. Bobby,
This is a different side to you, dude. You really got to make me mad.
Bobby,
Yeah.
I knew exactly who you were. And I said this on the episode with Mike, and I'll say it again in front of you. Oh, I do appreciate your apology. If it was me and you and we were just messing around and we were like having a podcast and you kept grabbing me because I know your comedy, I wouldn't be bothered by it. I know who you are, I know your comedy, I've seen your podcast. What bothered me on that episode was my friends weren't being friends.
Didn't back you.
They didn't back me, bro.
Yeah.
They saw that I was actually going through things and they stepped on me when I was down. And it just felt like I wasn't in a place where the people around me wanted me to succeed. I apologize that you kind of got caught in this whole drama that we were all put into. But I just want to let you know, before, after, and during, I'm a fan of you, man. I really am. I like your comedy.
You're going to make me cry.
No, I really am, bro. I really am.
Yeah. Thank you. And let's just put it behind us.
Yeah.
Let's work together in the next few years. You know, I'm going to get out of the business at one point.
Why?
Especially podcasting. It's a very toxic environment, and I've gotten a lot of DMs saying that if you try to grab me, I'd fucking break your wrists.
So sorry.
Like 20 of them. You know what I mean? Bro, try to, which I don't even remember doing. And I was like, kind of, I didn't even know what the fuck it was for a while until I went, did I? I don't remember, but.
I actually, it's so funny.
And I asked my assistant to look it up, and she's like, I didn't see that. You know what I mean? And I was just like, oh.
Here. I was going to go into this whole, like, retaliation, but I do have receipts, and I have the clip as well.
Okay, let's see.
Yeah. Oh, no. I have receipts. I just didn't want to do that. Wasn't my whole, like...
Let's move on from that. If I did, I did. I'm sorry.
No.
I
because
do
people
it to make
were
people
questioning
uncomfortable
it.
and make it be funny.
Yeah, people were just making it seem like I was making it up and making these things up, and I wasn't grateful for the situation that I was in. And all I wanted to do, Bobby, was like, and I think me and you could see eye to eye on this. There's comedy that absolutely,
Okay.
yes, and also it's just kind
You
of
have
like
a pudgy dick or?
no,
Okay.
it's
It's not long though.
It's long.
There's no way it's long.
I could show you.
I don't want to see it.
I mean, you grabbed it.
I didn't grab it. That's fun.
But I'm glad that, George, and Bobby were able to come to some sort of agreement and, apologize to each other and get to an understanding, maybe not so much of an agreement, and work things out, right? Seems like Bobby mentioned something about wanting to work with him in the future. Maybe this business venture might turn out to be something good. I guess this probably will be the last time you would hear something about this situation with Bobby Lee involved, most likely. I don't think he will be involved in any more drama regarding this. Most likely, this, like George said, this is a beef between him, Paul, and Mike. Bobby, the smoke was not intended for Bobby. Bobby even said he got fucking death threats. People talking about, if you touch me, I'll break your fucking wrist. Some crazy shit. So, everything's good now in the hood. The YouTube community is safe. There's not going to be a war. You could put your fucking pitchforks down. You can stop with the slander and hate messages. I'm just fucking with you guys. Honestly, it's just another day in the internet, and shit ain't never gonna fucking change. You know what I'm saying? Shit always gonna be the fucking same. Ain't shit changing. If you like the video, leave a like. If you dislike it. Leave a comment on the video. I still don't think Bobby Lee is that funny. I don't. None. My opinion about the guy still doesn't change. I think it's weird still, but I'm not gonna knock them. I'm not gonna knock the man for his craft. He makes money. He's doing his thing off of doing his thing, and you know what? That's all you can do, and you can respect the man for is doing that motherfucking thing. My name is Lost Disciple, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.